You try, you die. I dare you try. Finders keepers, I take 'em as I like. Got it where you like. Finders keepers, I take 'em as I like. Got it where you like. Finders keepers,
So today I'm doing a Christmas makeup haul. I forgot what I was gonna say. I am super excited because today is the first day of Sparkles and Snowflakes, which is the series I'm doing for December. If you didn't know, there will be a video every weekday from now until Christmas. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're probably not going to be at the exact same time every day, but there will be a new video every day. So this is the first day of all of those and I'm super, super excited. And today I'm starting off with a holiday makeup tutorial, and this is inspired by a picture of Gigi Hadid. I will insert that like right here. She's got a dark red lip going on, she's got a lot of bronzer and a lot of highlight, and just like it's mostly focused on the skin and a clean like old-fashioned red lip black eyeliner. So that's what we're going for today, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do basically the same skin routine in basically every single video, so I'm gonna go through this pretty quick. I use a primer. This is the Benefit Professional Primer. I've been using this for a long time. Also, I'm like basically a walking pimple today. Look at my chin. So you know, I would apologize, but I feel like everybody has days where they just... So I start with the primer and then I go on to foundation. My NARS Sheer Glow is my favorite foundation to use. I'm in the shade Mont Blanc, which is really, really light. And those are my basic things that I do all the time. I apply my foundation with a sponge, and I used to use a booty blender. Oh! But I found out from another YouTuber, Jaclyn Hill, that the Real Techniques sponge is like $6, and it's actually, if not just as good, it's like better than the beauty blender. So I would highly recommend that you save the $20 for the beauty blender and get the Real Techniques sponge, because it's, I mean, why would you spend that much money? I'm like getting into drugstore makeup, and I'm very glad that I am, because otherwise I'd be broke. For Christmas, I would like a piggy bank for all the money I don't have. I don't know what's going on with my hair either. Today, we are just working with whatever happens, because it's one of those days, and that's all I have to say about that. So Gigi's skin in the picture is like super, super perfect, and because I am a walking, talking red bump today, I'm gonna make sure to build up my foundation enough to give myself kind of a flawless effect, because we're not gonna have the actual flawlessness that we're looking for. To cover up some of the spots that are happening down here, I'm gonna be taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Vanilla because, again, I am super, super light, and I'm gonna put it on my problem areas. So while I'm going along, I'm gonna explain to you guys. So if you were here last year, you know how my December series works. It's called Sparkles and Snowflakes, because sparkles and such, sparkles and snowflakes. And there's a hashtag attached to it. So if you guys make any of the DIYs or recreate any of the makeup looks or do anything like related to the videos that are going to be coming out, I want you to post pictures on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, tag me in them. All my social media links will be down in the description box, and hashtag it with hashtag Sparkles and Snowflakes. And if you do that, if you hashtag it with hashtag, if you hashtag Sparkles and Snowflakes, I will follow you on whatever social media site that it is, and I will like and repost whatever it is that you are showing me. So I've got lots of DIYs and lots of tutorials coming up, and hopefully you guys try out a couple of them, because I would love to see what you do. Do you guys get like super peely skin in the winter? I feel like nobody ever talks about it, because like people on YouTube are like, makeup will solve everything. You can have fresh and dewy skin in the winter. Lies. I know you guys in cold climates understand the struggle. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup as my under eye concealer to brighten up these designer bags. After I apply concealer, my under eye area tends to just like snatch it up and crease really badly, so I always just make sure to set it with a powder like as soon as possible after I put on my concealer. So I just blend it in. Rather silly if it didn't blend. And I always use my ring finger for this because it's your gentlest, the gentlest finger of the bunch. I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. So I use this powder with a densely packed Real Techniques brush because I feel like it gets the powder on top of my concealer just better than a bigger fluffy brush does that I would use to set my entire face. And if you're going to be at a holiday party and you're going to be like there for a long time, I would highly recommend setting your face with a powder, even if you don't usually use powder, just so everything stays in place and doesn't look weird after a few hours, start moving, creasing, whatever it is. Why is the light blue? Okay, so next for the bronzer, I'm going to use this big fluffy brush from Bare Essentials, and I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I got this in a sample from Sephora, I think, and I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like a really good shade for what I'm going to do. So I'm going to contour rather severely. I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you contour in a 3/ a cursive E shape, you go like that, or you know, like that. That is like the baseline for where contour should go. I don't know why I'm talking all these weird voices either, but it's fine. So Gigi had a pretty dark contour beneath her cheekbones, so I am mimicking that. This is a very dark bronzer, my goodness. So I'm actually gonna use a smaller, more targeted brush. It's the Sonia Kashuk contour brush. Kashuk, I really have no idea. But this is just so I don't have this big splotch. I'm gonna blend this out in a second. Super easy to go overboard on contour, super fast. So just stay careful, my friends. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush with this like golden bronzer. This is from MAC. This is Global Glow. I'm trying to think. I know that I've seen, I think it's a Physicians Formula bronzer. It looks a lot like this. You could definitely use instead. And I'm just gonna bronze around my face. Just a little bit kind of in front of where my contour went. Blend it in, blend it in. Blend it in, blend it in. Why is the light so blue? Everything's blue. Okay, well, it's fine. So I'm gonna skip blush completely for this look because she was not wearing any. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in the shade Moonstone. This is like a light white creamy highlighter. It's just so pretty and so bright. Taking this on the tops of my cheekbones, and I'm gonna highlight my entire existence here. Like, we are not gonna cut any corners with this highlight. And she also had it going on her chin and her forehead and a little bit on her temples, so we're just gonna copy that shape. Okay, I'm gonna move on to eyes now. So I'm starting with a primer. I always use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original shade. I've been using this for ever. So you always want to prime your lid, especially if you're going to a party or something like that where you're going to be out for a long time, so that your shadows don't move around or crease or flake off or anything like that. Primers will seriously help with that, especially if you're like dancing and sweating. Eyeshadow primer is like really good to make sure you don't have like green and blue or whatever color your eyeshadow is dripping down your face. That's not a good look. I'm going to take a light tan color. Why is everything changing colors? This is the color Deep Skin from Morphe. It was super cheap online, so if you guys want like a good transition shade, I've been using this all the time. Highly recommend. So I'm gonna taking a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take this through my crease and above. The eye look in the photo that I'm following was not clean. Like, it was very messy and undone and like very casual, but it looked purposeful, if that makes sense. So I'm taking this, starting in my crease and working it almost up to my brow bone. It's a really light color, and just like adjust this kind of transition color for your skin tone. So if your skin tone is much darker than me, you want to use a much darker shade, and if your skin tone is much lighter than me, you want to use a much lighter shade. Just kind of, I would say this is about 3 to 4 shades darker than my natural skin tone. This is really easy because it doesn't matter where this color even goes. You just kind of want it, your general eyeball area. So then I'm gonna go into my CoverGirl Notice Me Nudes palette. I love this palette. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna take I'll use the same brush. And I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the shimmery highlight shade all the way on the left. It's the lightest color. And I'm just gonna take this on my lid. It's hard to see in the photo what she had going on for her actual eyeshadow because she's looking upwards, so you can't see her lid, but this is just my take on it. So I'm just blending it all in. Again, I just want it like super messy. I don't care how it goes on. What? So for eyeliner, it looks like she's got a tiny little bit of a wing going. So I'm just gonna copy that with a super thin black liner. Ah! And I'm not gonna do like a crazy wing at all. I'm just gonna kind of let it extend past my lash line. Number one tip for false lashes, let the glue dry. Don't you dare try and just try and put on the lashes when the glue is not dry at all, because it will not end well for you. Mark my words. Huh? You can fix them with a tweezer if it doesn't go well. I'm not gonna lie, these lashes were not cooperating today. So there is a kind of like a little bit of white dried lash glue that I'm gonna cover up with some eyeliner and some mascara. So I'm taking my NYC liquid liner and I'm just gonna take it over the parts that have a little bit of crumbly white residue from the glue and cover it up with the dish. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic, and just go over the lashes to make them blend into each other. Anyone else just make really odd noises when they're trying to do their makeup? Okay, so Gigi is kind of known for having brows that look really, really natural. Like her brows never ever look drawn on. So I'm not gonna fill in my brows. I'm going to actually mess them up a little bit. My brows, the way they grow, are not even. As you can see, like this one's like straight, like it's like a very uncomplicated thing. This one's like a curve and then a straight and then a... That's okay. I'm all right with it. You know what? It's fine. So today I'm going to take this little spoolie and I'm actually gonna brush them backwards a little bit to just make them look a little bit messy. Obviously you could fill in your brows if you wanted to. This is just personal preference for my brows today. I kind of like the undone look. This is the Zoe collection, I think, I think that's Rimmel. It's Rimmel? I don't know. I am never ever able to get red lips right on first like go. So I'm gonna clean up my edges with a little makeup remover thingy madoodle. So this is the finished look. I really like it. I think it looks a lot like the picture actually. I'm pretty proud. And if you guys recreate this look, make sure you post a picture on Instagram or Twitter and hashtag it sparkles and snowflakes so that I can see it and follow you and everything like that. I'm thinking in the future I might do some Snapchat Q&As where I like show the camera you guys asking the questions, which I think would be really fun and kind of a way to like include you guys in the video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!